Hello and welcome to the second match between Easy and Haako in the second round in the losers bracket. Yeah, that's a lot of variables determining what game it is, but that's how the tournament is, and that means that Haako lost his first game or like best of three against AKA, and Easy won his. So Easy is coming with a win in his luggage, and Haako with a loss, and they are meeting each other in the second round in the losers bracket. And a small spoiler alert for the first match: go watch it if you haven't, and if you don't want to, then I'll tell you the result just now. uh, Easy won the first match, which means it's Haako that have chosen this map. So in theory, he has a slight advantage by choosing the map. So we'll see if he can win on the map of his choice. But to be fair, you can only choose between two seats, so it's not like you have that many options. But yeah, you still have the choice. So that's something, at least for the loser of the first match. So if Easy wins this, Easy moves on in the losers bracket, and Haako is actually out of the tournament, and that would be a huge surprise to me. On the other hand, it also feels weird to say goodbye to Easy this uh, this short into the tournament, not that far into the tournament. So either way, we'll lose a good player. But today we just need to find out if we need a third game to find out who's getting kicked out of the tournament. So it's all or nothing now for Haako. He needs to win this. So a bit of pressure on Haako. Haako chooses. I think it seems like he's going for this part is doing a cross pick, and let's see. He has the option to get quite a few trades, and I think he might start with an insta trade here. At least he picked for it. Like he picked these and then the cross pick. And how is it looking with gas? He got one and one here and one here. This one is up for grabs, I guess. So this is the first like real navy map I think we've seen in the tournament. And Haako does build the insta trade. Easy builds a bunch of eco as well. And I don't know if he's... I'm surprised he's not building any navy. He does, okay. And what about Haako? He's just going for air right now, commandos. And he can drop them more or less anywhere except nothing, actually. He can reach all islands. And Easy has a bunch of eco and a bunch of eco and a bunch of gas. I guess they both have eco. Easy just have way more territory. So I think it's a tough starting position for Haako. He puts down his first shipyard. And if Haako cannot control the water, then his trade will go down very fast. And he can get one more trade here that's linked to this one. And if he gets this one, he can also get this one. So that's two more trades. And that would of course help his eco quite a bit. And he's building even more eco, so let's see, 500 for Haako, 500 for Easy. But I think it's also like, I don't think it really counts this trade just yet. Like, it has to be running for some time before you can see then the income, I think, but I'm not sure, because it's not like just a passive income that you get constantly. It's more every time the ship actually, like the cargo ship actually delivers its cargo, that's when you get the income. So I don't think it's counted towards his total income just yet. But I might be wrong. And Easy is going heavy navy now. He's building his gas. And I think this is going to be tough for Haako. This is going to be really tough. And that's the advantage we have when we can observe both players in a I guess rock, scissors, paper kind of environment. Because we can see that obviously Haako will lose on the navy side. But I mean, it can take a long time before Easy arrives up here, so it's definitely not certain that Haako will lose this trade just yet. And Easy with another shipyard. So what could be interesting here is that if Haako went like full on, if he suddenly showed up with a big land force here, then Easy would have a big problem. But he's going for this trade as well, and I like the idea of getting a bunch of eco. And now we see 620, 560, 680. So yeah, as you can see, it kind of takes some time before you can really see the impact of this. 680 and 580. So he's 100 ahead. Not too much, but not bad either. And this will really grow their income with 2 additional trades. But if Easy decides to attack, then Haako has a big problem. A very big problem. He needs a bunch of air, and he does start to build some helis, and he needs a bunch of ships now. Because now Easy is moving down here, and that means if Haako is going for this, Easy will spot it, he will go for it, and as he will meet no resistance, he will just keep on moving. So if I could bet on this, I would put my money on Easy right now. Feel like Haako is on his way out of the tournament, but we'll see. Nothing is decided just yet. It all comes down to Easy's aggressiveness of the navy, or with his navy. He's going for this southern island, so he's also starting to expand to other islands now. Let's see how much he can see. Not too much. These cruisers have a funny sounding engine. Very loud. Now Haako is starting to move into Easy's area. Not his territory, but his island. Haako also wants to go down here. And Easy, luckily for Haako, Easy cannot see this. And he's searching for gas actually. But it also means that soon enough Haako will see this navy, and I think he will start to panic a bit. Let's see if it... I think these are coming down here now. Or are they landing? Yeah, they're landing. No? Yeah. Oh, and for some reason... he did spot it now. I don't know how he could suddenly spot it when he was moving away. But he sees it. And Haako sees this navy now. And that means Haako is in trouble. And let's see if we see some panic shipyards getting put down. Does move his helis. He's gaining a bit of extra time due to this. The cruisers attacking the infantry. Easy is landing on the island as well. And he does put down another shipyard. And not only does Haako have fewer producers for navy, he's also producing ships that has no chance against cruisers. So Hako's only advantage right now is that he has the chopper. And luckily for Haako, Easy decides to move away. So I think just showing this heli kind of made Easy withdraw, even though he could easily go for this trade. Well, of course he needs the gas for it. He has 2 gases now, refineries. The question is where will he put down his third? Got 1 here and 1 here, but he haven't kept 1 here as well actually. But he will lose this fight probably. And now Haako knows about Easy, but Easy doesn't know about Haako up here. Now he does. And Easy has a lot of navy, but not a lot of gas. So actually, if Haako could hit this gas with his sub, then Easy would not be able to move his navy almost at all. But how's Haako only has 1 gas as well, so he is also very limited. Easy is starting to build some missile ships. Oh, if Haako could get this with his commandos, that would be huge. And he sees that Easy is out of gas. He just needs to build himself some more gas as well, because he can't sustain commando drops, transport boats, helis, subs. But man, if he can get those commandos down here, and if he can snipe this, then it doesn't matter how much navy Easy has. So this is turning out better for Haako than I had feared. But he desperately needs this, and I think that's what he's saving up for. Yeah, there you go. And this is the play he needs. If he gets those two, and then he just needs to win the fight down here, then he's actually in a very good position. And I think he gets them. Easy must be sweating right now, seeing both these refineries on fire. Does have a ton of money though. So, and this one doesn't go down. But, well, I guess he could just build it again. And he builds one more down here. He cannot afford to have 0 gas. And Easy just can't find the sub. And Haako is moving the sub around, trying to snipe it. And now Easy is looking for Haako's gas. Does snipe it. But he has another one on the way and another one. And he has so much money, he can just build one more here. Very well played by Haako to decide going for the producers, ignore the units, and now he can take on the units. But I think this is just a question of when Easy feels confident enough to go for the trades, because then he will realize that Haako doesn't actually have that much. Of course he got a bunch of helis now, but Easy does have a lot of navy. Haako got a decent amount of producers here. It's done another airport and another shipyard. And what is this for? I'm actually not certain. Ah, that's a solar panel. Yeah, okay. And now Easy is going for it. And that's gonna be very scary for Haako. Because Easy will be able to take down this trade. And he's sending everything now. But he's out of gas actually. He cannot move all his units. And he has 2 obvious gas spots down here that he for some reason haven't picked. And Easy's lack of gas is what's keeping Haako alive right now. And I think that's might be what Haako knows and goes for here as well. So it's not over yet, but this will hurt Haako's economy. It does have a bunch of money actually. Easy is out of energy, and that means these ships will take a bunch of damage, extra damage. But I think Easy is ahead eco-wise, 1200. No, Haako is actually ahead, never mind. Don't listen to my judgment. Very good play by Haako. I'm actually starting to wonder if Haako can turn this around, because Easy just doesn't have the gas to move his navy, and it's getting slaughtered up here because of that extra damage. So yes, he got a port, but a port costs 250 and it doesn't take that long to build. And he lost so much more in like based on the cost of the ships. Haako also won this southern fight, which is huge for him, because it further keeps Easy from getting any more gas. And Haako can also see now that Easy doesn't have any gas down here. He gets this gas, further limiting Easy's movement. Easy is actually in big trouble now, because Haako is also ahead with the land units. This was such a good play by Haako, just taking the risk. And yes, it might pay off, or you might lose a single transport boat with a few commandos, but if it does pay off, this is what happens. Such a good play, and Easy has invested so much money in his navy, but he can't use it. And he knows he needs to build some more land units now. And I think Haako should really start to spend his money. And he puts down... what did he just put down? I'm not sure, but he sees this as well. Well played. And now Easy realizes that, oh wait a minute, I might need to get this gas. Haako got this gas as well. He's fine with gas. And oh, that's the port. Okay. And he put down some extra land units here to hold the middle island. This land push is looking good. It's looking really good. And the issue for Easy is that even though this is just 2 commandos, he only has this 1 producer. But Easy also has a bunch of money, so I don't know why he's not spending them, to be honest. He's capping this single territory instead of helping his units up here. And maybe he doesn't realize how much is incoming. And now Haako got so much navy and so many shipyards that he can start to push back. This gas will go down soon, but Easy might get this up and running in time. He's working on this as well. And he's going for this transport boat. I think it's dead. Let's and he builds even more ships. Now if Haako can get this up and running, he has a bunch of eco all of a sudden. Let's see how it's looking. Almost 1600 and only 1200 for Easy. And I'm a bit... I think maybe just there's so much going on that they are not sure how to spend their money. Like what the best call is. So they prefer the flexibility of having, like, if I suddenly need a bunch of something, then at least I can put it down. I think that's what we are seeing here. Haako gets the producer from Easy, and now he's free to build this. And with all this money, I would just put it down. He's going for this energy in a minute, but Easy is also going for Haako's energy. Haako is ahead on on Yunus, and he's once again sniping this gas. That must be so frustrating for Easy. Again and again and again. That's the third time he snipes it. And now Easy tries to move across here. He haven't given up on this island yet. And it would probably be a very good idea for Haako to follow this transport boat. Haako has a bunch of helis and he needs to defend this. Or maybe not. He's been smart enough to build a depot so he can survive for a bit without that extra energy. And luckily for Haako, he hasn't anything of value on this island other than the territories themselves. Now it gets the energy down here. But this land push is what I think might make the difference here. And now he also got the Navy upper hand. I'm not sure what Easy's looking for here. Now Haako wants to go directly for his shipyards. He's hitting his eco as well. He's trying to defend this island. Easy is out of gas, he can't reinforce them. He's yet to build this gas, even though he has so much money. I must admit I'm a bit confused as to why you... But yeah, it can be tough to keep up, and you're probably stressed out because it is a tough game. There's a lot of things going on, and I bet if I were to sit and watch my own games, I would make so many mistakes. So I understand, but it's also the kind of mistakes that you can't afford to make if you want to win games like this. So Haako has really turned this around, even though it was looking bad for him in the beginning. And I think Easy had the right intentions. Intentions is wrong. The right idea with his navy in the beginning. He just never was able to feed it with enough gas. And that's what really cost him in the long run. Because not only can't he move them, every time he's in a battle, they're losing so much more HP. And I bet Haako is quite a bit ahead now on Ego. 1200, 1800. Now Haako is going for this. Can you see it actually? Yeah, he can. I would probably have built this town instead of this. Because you also got 100 helis up here. And now it's just going full on for Easy's navy. And he's hitting the gas. Easy's going for Haako's gas. And will probably succeed, but Haako will also succeed. Which means these subs might run out of gas before they can reach this one. Now it's Haako's turn to run out of gas. He could also build this one. And he can stop this invasion with his subs. Let's see if these can reach. And Haako gets to snipe the energy for a fourth time. Easy will snipe this as well. I don't think Easy has any answers to this. And his navy is down now, which means Haako can take complete control of everything not on this island. He can build this trade. He can get control of this and keep reinforcements from coming. And that means suddenly Easy is restricted to this part. And that's not good. Still think it's funny that Haako put down a town here. Like, he has one here, and he has one up here, which I would call more safe than any other. He's trying to get this gas, but it won't make much of a difference, I think. I think Haako, he's not swimming in gas. I don't know, that's a Danish way of saying it. I don't know if that makes sense in English. But Haako wins. Very well played. That was a fun game. Also because I felt like Easy had it for such a long time, even though he's behind in income and empire value. If he had struck at the right time, I think that will hurt a bit for Easy to watch afterwards. If he had struck at the right time, he could really have just destroyed Haako's eco and ships, and then he could slowly have gained control over the middle island and the southern island. But very well played by Haako. He took his time and he turned it around. Well, turned it around is, it seems like a wrong term to use because he was never really behind. But it was just when you watched it, at least for me, I felt like he was behind in the beginning, with the spending his money on commandos instead of ships. But it turned out to be a very good decision. So yeah, well played. That means we have a third game between these two guys. So that's an all or nothing game. Whoever wins the third game will move on to the next phase, and whoever loses that game will get kicked out of the tournament. So I can't wait to watch that. Hope you enjoyed this. I did. I certainly did. Fun game. One of the best I've seen so far. Yeah. Have a nice day. Bye.